making process.
Back in the studio, we had a wonderful holiday time. We stayed in the woods, far away from the noise, at New Year's Eve. In the middle of town where we live, it's so noisy during the night at New Year's Eve. And now the only sound I could hear in this place where we stayed was the wind through the trees. And that's a wonderful sound. I think wind through pine trees is comparable to music. It's beautiful. And I had the flu, so it was nice to stay there. And yeah, I'm feeling much better now, and it's time to work. Actually, I had an appointment with someone for a commission painting, but she couldn't make it this afternoon. I will meet her next week. So that's why I'm free now to paint what I like. Because actually I wanted to start with the painting for her this afternoon, but now I can choose my own subject. And I'm thinking of making a painting for my gallery. We will move by the end of next month. I don't know when I will open my gallery. I don't know when it's ready. But making my gallery ready means as well that I have paintings to show there. And I would love to show my paintings of our town and the other beautiful towns in the surroundings. So I will find something to paint for that show today. So what am I painting? This is Gouda. I think in English you say Gouda. Famous of its cheese, the Gouda cheese. It is sold all over the world, I guess, Gouda cheese. But that cheese that you find all over the world is mostly factory-made cheese, not from the farm. We have the same cheese here in Holland in the shop, in the supermarkets, grocery stores. But when you are able here in Holland to buy your cheese from the farm, it's an amazing difference. Gouda cheese is a recipe. It's a fat, salted cheese. The typically Dutch cheese. There are more recipes, of course, but the Gouda cheese is the base, is the real Dutch cheese. And there is a good cheese store here nearby my studio, and I buy every week a good piece of, well, sometimes 2 pieces of Gouda cheese from the farm. So here in my studio I have a small one. You see, you buy it in paper, so it's not plastic packed cheese. And this is what it looks like. This is a typical Dutch farmer cheese. We used to live in a farm several years before we went to the town where we are living right now. And at the other side of the street there was a cheese farm. And every Saturday morning I bought my cheese over there. And this farmer told me that those holes that you see in this farm cheese are typically for farm cheese. So there are no, the holes are not made regularly like they do in the factory. I thought he told me in the factory they use gas to make holes in the cheese. And these holes are naturally holes that appear during the cheese making. So, yeah, I like cheese, as you know. And this building that I'm painting now is called the Waag, the weighing house, and it was built in the 17th century to weigh the cheese. Actually, the other side of the building is more interesting. I found some pictures on the web because there is a relievo over here. And there you can see people weighing the cheese. I thought it had become a cheese museum, a Gouda Cheese Museum these days. This is the most interesting view from the other side. This is the front side of the building. But I only look at light, at sunlight, and this, for my favorite light, is not the most interesting part of the building. So I prefer the other side, and I made my picture in black and white. I turned it into black and white. I like to work from black and white pictures so that I can focus on the tones and the values, on lights and darks. That other 17th or maybe older, even older building behind this weighing house is the old town hall from Gouda. I was there. Well, I'm in Gouda almost every day because I take the train over there to The Hague. But I took some time over there. It was 2 years ago, and I shared some views on Gouda in the video those days. And I think I made one of these pictures then. I like these lanterns too. These are different than those lanterns we see often in Dutch towns. I like the other lanterns to see, they look really great, but to paint, they're horrible. And these are more round. It's easier to paint. Yeah, the weighing house, built to weigh cheese. I like cheese, I like tea, I like coffee. So one of you sent me new mugs for my tea. I received this one, I think 1 or 2 weeks ago. Let's see what's inside. This is so kind to send these from the States, from Miriam to Holland. So this is packed somewhere far away from here, and now I open it. It's pretty special. Oh, it's well packed. Wow. Wow, these are great. Yeah, thank you, Miriam. Very nice. I like them. And I don't know why, but after several months I always lose the ear. I don't know why, but I don't mind. I like to drink from mugs without ears. This one is broken now and it leaks. So this has come to an end. So the time is very well to send me new mugs. Thank you. I like it. First painting of 2025. It's a beautiful building, this weighing house, so we'll make more paintings of it. The light is turning into gold outside. It's amazing. The darkness sets in later these days, now in January. But when I arrive in Gouda tonight at the train station and I take my bicycle home, I'm still cycling in totally darkness. And the lights of my bicycle are becoming weaker and weaker. I have to charge them, but I never do it. But it's very romantic. It's beautiful. That ride through meadows and old farms. Okay, I forgot a letter over here. Well, that's something for next week. This week's member section video is about choosing direction. Because I picked up some paintings at 3 galleries last month. I had a very busy winter. More than 6 or 7 exhibitions this winter. And of course, I saw all these shows, and that's not only an opportunity to show your work and to sell your work, but it's also the opportunity to get an overview of what you've been doing this year, last year. And yeah, that made me think of choosing which direction to choose. Because what I remember of what I've been seeing in my shows is, for me, the most important. So there were some paintings that I remember on the walls. And I always take those memories very seriously. I think they tell you where you could continue. Because that's where the paintings come from, for me. They come from outside. They come from what the day brings. They don't only come from myself, they come from daylight, shadow, mood, a surprise. The surprise that the same corner outside shows a totally different picture than it has ever shown, because the mood, the light, the climate is different. Of course, there's not always the ability to choose direction. There's work to do as a painter, but it made me conscious way of seeing what I'm doing, and I explained this in this week's member section video. So for the members, go check it out, and if you're not a member yet, then you will find the link under this video to become one. You are welcome, you are invited. For now, enjoy the weekend, read a good book, watch good movies, listen to good music. These are the only things that matter. See you in 2 weeks. Bye.